Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris State basketball coverage. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you from courtside after a 72-55 Bulldog win over Northern Michigan, joined by head coach Kurt Westendorp. Coach, got to be proud of the way your team played, especially in the second half here against the Wildcats.
Absolutely. I thought we played all 4 quarters really, really well. You know, it's kind of that statistical anomaly. We scored 18 points every quarter. You and I have been talking about trying to find consistency with this group, and it doesn't get more consistent than that. So, yeah, just really, really proud of our effort defensively on the boards. We did a great job all the way around.
Jumped in front early and then had the lead at halftime. Really expanded it open here in the second half. What were some maybe keys in the second half to kind of get the game going at your pace here in the second half?
Well, I think we did a nice job of really sprinting the floor hard. You know, when we were stopping in them and getting rebounds, I felt like everyone ran the floor hard. Whether we got a layup out of it or a trail 3 out of it or just flowed into our offense, I felt like that got the pace going at where we wanted it to be. You know, if you told me before the game we were going to get to 72, I thought we'd have a really, really good chance to win. You know, with just how good of a defensive team they are. They only give up 50 points a game to teams in the GLIAC. So for us to score 22 over what they're giving up, you know, it really had to come down to us making the game more like we wanted it to be. We didn't do it through a press. You know, some teams can try to do that, but we just really felt like we were just going to run the floor hard, you know, get the ball inside to Chloe. That seems to be a pretty good recipe. You know, I'm not a dumb coach, I don't think, for most of the time. Give the ball to her and let her go to work. And she did a great job today taking better care of the ball. You know, the other night she had 34 points, but then 6 turnovers. You know, tonight she only had 1 turnover the entire time and did a great job of attacking their players that definitely had 3-4 inches on her, but she played bigger and she played stronger than they did.
I was going to mention that. What was it like taking on a team like that presents some challenges with the size they put on the floor?
Well, that they present some challenges, but also, like, our guards, just they had to know that when you drive in there, you just got to be able to look for the next pass. I felt like Kenzie Bowers did a great job a couple times getting in there, then moving the ball, moving it one more. We were able to find Shauna, I think, for a couple, found Mal. You know, we moved the ball a little bit better because we knew, like, okay, if I try to go right up into all the trees, it's probably going to get blocked. So it almost played into our advantage a little bit to really move that basketball.
Obviously, you get the big win here. Chloe, last 3 games, 30-plus points here on this home floor, and nice to be able to play and a score like that when you're playing in front of the home fans.
Oh, absolutely. You know, she's getting more and more comfortable in her skin, you know, knowing that she's more of a go-to player. You know, we like to say our go-to player is the open player, but, you know, we'd be lying right now if we said it wasn't Chloe. So she's playing with a little bit more confidence. You know, she's still maturing and growing even in her 4th year in the program, her 3rd year playing. You know, just kind of getting comfortable and being able to play through us sometimes where she might not get as clean a looks right away, but then adjusting to what the defense is doing to her. Like earlier in the year, there were some games where she had good first halves, and then the defense adjusted a little bit, and she didn't adjust back. We're starting to see her really grow and start to adjust back and really staying aggressive and understanding the role that she has for this team, and her teammates also understand it, and they get her the ball in some good places.
Obviously, only 9 turnovers here, and with the pace you guys played here, especially in the second half, a nice number to have in terms of the few turnovers here this afternoon.
Yeah, 23 assists and 9 turnovers. That's excellent basketball right there. That's really good basketball. That's making sure that we're just making the easy play. You know, we don't have to make basketball complicated. We just keep making the easy play again and again and again at a really good pace, and that's what you're able to see today.
No, obviously, you got one of your children here with us on a special Title IX 50th Anniversary Day, and a great crowd on hand here this afternoon with a number of activities taking place here today. Yeah,
it was an awesome crowd. I mean, they get really loud in this place. That's why I love Wink Arena so much. And our department did a great job putting together a 50th anniversary of Title IX celebration. I think we got a lot of high school teams in here, some youth teams in here. I wanted to bring Casey up here. You know, someday, hopefully, she'll be maybe not on this court, whatever she wants to do. All right, but just the opportunities that exist for our young ladies and just to celebrate the growth and all the pioneers that really made it possible for us to be playing in a packed house right here. You know, there's probably going to be just as many fans supporting the women as do the men. Big Rapids is great about that. So I wanted to bring Casey up here because someday she might get out on that court. I mean, she's got a lot of great role models to look up to, and a lot of that's because of Title IX over the last 50 years of women's sports really, really growing. So she's got a lot of great role models right there, and we have a lot of great administrators that want to recognize, you know, the hard work that's been taking place over 50 years to get us to where we are today.
Well said, and obviously a great weekend here for your team, back-to-back wins as you get ready to go back on the road, but 2 big wins here for your program in the GLIAC race.
Yeah, we really needed it. Like we'll say it, we really did need it with losing a couple games in a row there and seeing some really good opponents with great records coming up on our schedule. We knew that we had to step our game up, and our girls, I will give them all the credit. They have focused in. They've really locked in over the last week and a half. You know, even though we dropped the game at Wayne State, I feel like our focus was starting to get to where it had to be, and then now we just got to keep the momentum going. Now we got to hit the road and play another team that's doing really, really well. Parkside is one of the hottest teams in the league, and we know we got to step our game up, but we feel like we're capable of playing with anybody.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you so much.